Hey YouTubers, Raven here.
Starfire.
And tonight we're talking about Supergirl!
Season 5, Episode 14, The Bodyguard.
Yes. It was good.
Yes, it was.
I enjoyed. I like seeing Alex out of her element.
Yeah.
And, I hope that the weapon that John gave her isn't gonna cure her feelings about everything. Like, right away. I want to see her go through this.
Yeah.
And process what it is to be on her own now. I really want to see her go through that. Because everyone's experience is different, and with her being a human, she like she said, she can't protect herself. Like, even when John left the DEO, he still had his superpowers. He was still an alien.
Yeah.
Like, he was able to do stuff. He could protect himself. He could do a lot of stuff. She can't.
Yeah.
And I think that she should go through a lot more, you know, feelings and emotion. I want to see the range that she goes through with this. And I fully expected when Kelly stood up against Amy, and she was like, "You shouldn't go up there." I'm like, "Pull out the shield! Just pull out the damn shield!"
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I want to see her use the shield. I do.
She has a couple times though, right?
In the world that never was.
Yeah. I don't really know what to say about the episode. Like, I mean, it was good.
It was.
I'm glad Kara admitted to him that she was scared and agreed to go out with William.
She was like, I'm so sorry. I was scared, and like I did something wrong because I was scared. You know.
Yeah.
I like that she admitted that she made the wrong choice, and that she pinpointed the reason why.
Yeah.
And she didn't just do that personally, but she told him.
Yeah.
You know, and so I like that we're gonna get to see her on a date next week.
Yes! And that she's gonna take some time off and Mia's gonna be the center of the episode.
Right? Because, you know, she's never really been the sole hero before.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot like Ralph.
I'm so excited for more Ralph and Sue.
I know. Sue's amazing. I love her. I like the actress.
Yes, me too.
But like how Ralph was unsteady, unsure, and that one episode where the others were captured by the toy guy.
Yeah.
Or
by the evil win.
No.
Oh.
In the Flash, Ralph.
Oh yeah. That's
No, it was the wife of the toy guy. His wife and son had captured some people. I think it was Cisco and Caitlin. It might have been them.
Yeah.
And was going to spill acid over them. And then he covered them with his bodies and found out that he was acid proof. Pretty freaking awesome. But still, you know, it was his life or theirs. He got put in that position. That whole entire episode was his first outing by himself.
Yeah.
With Barry in jail and, you know, everything. And so it was the first time he had to step up and be the hero. And I love the arc that he took because of that. And, you know, where he is today. And it wouldn't have happened without that.
Right.
And next week is Nia's defining episode. It's that episode. Just like it was for Ralph, this is her version of it.
Yeah.
And I can't wait. I love her already so much. Yeah. I hated Ralph before that episode. I love her already, and I cannot wait. And
but I mean, you've liked Nia from the beginning, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, like, I've loved her from the start, and I can't wait. Like, I want to see where she goes from here.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, Ralph has made, like, I love where he's gone and where he is now. And
he's made significant strides. With
starting off with a character that no one liked and making him such an amazing character.
There's still people who don't like him.
Yeah, but there's actually people who actually do like him now.
I know.
As opposed to when they first had him on.
Yeah, but those people don't continue to watch. They've stopped watching because they didn't like Ralph, so.
Yes, they're idiots. But, I mean, Nia, she was a beloved character the moment even before she stepped on screen.
Right.
And then the moment she stepped on screen, she was so loved. And now that this is finally happening for her, like, we've seen what they can do with a character that no one likes. They made him into a character that a lot of people really like. What can they do with a character people already love?
Right.
You know, I can't wait to see where that goes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting a headache now.
The whole stuff with Lena.
Yeah. I think even though Lex talked her out of the whole, oh, you're going down the wrong path thing, I think in the back of her mind she's still thinking that.
Yeah.
And because really, where do those feelings of insecurity and that angst of that and the feeling of justifiable anger that he was feeling, where did that go?
Right.
You know, like, it can't just disappear. Like, energy can't disappear, it just changes into something else.
Right.
So what did it manifest itself into? You know? So,
yeah.
There's gonna be repercussions, and
of course.
Like, I wish that it could work. I wish that what Lena wants to happen would work. I mean, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
I know it won't. And the second that it goes wrong, I mean, she'll deny it for a little bit. But she's still constantly worried about failing Supergirl. Even though she's telling herself it's to prove Supergirl wrong.
Yeah.
Like, if you think about it, her idea of proving Supergirl wrong, like, if you turn it around and, like, if you prove Supergirl right, you're failing Supergirl. Because Supergirl, as Kara, as Supergirl, you know, just her entire being, she loves Lena, and she wants her to succeed in everything she does. So failing would fail Supergirl.
Yeah.
And she doesn't want to do that. You know? Like, I think some aspect of Kara is hoping that Lena is right.
Right.
You know, that Lena can pull this off.
Yeah.
And I think that if she could, she'd be so proud of Lena. But, like, she can't help but see the negatives of it. And, you know, the things that Lex could do with it, you know? And so when she looks at it, all she sees is what Lex could do with it. And with Lex being a Luthor, that's why she's so scared of Lena doing it. But, like, if it worked, then she'd be all for it. I think she would love to be proven wrong.
Yeah.
I think so too. I think that if she was proven wrong, she would probably be one of the first people to line up. Just to support her friend. But I do think that it's going to go wrong.
Oh, yeah. Most likely.
I don't... Like, I want to say that I hope it goes wrong, but I can't help but hope that it doesn't.
Yeah.
You know? So, like, half of me hopes it does. Like, okay. 80% of me hopes it goes terribly wrong. And then the other 20% is like, let her be right, let her be right. You know?
Yeah.
But I want them to be good again.
Me too.
And I think that once it blows up in Lena's face, whether or not it's by a faulty design or Lex is a bitch.
Lex is a bitch, I mean.
Yeah.
We know that.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
If Lex ruins it, then she doesn't know what part of the code he screwed with.
Mm-hmm.
So what part of it does she need that part for it to work the way she wants to? But if she uses that part, then, you know, it's right back to where she ended last time, you know?
Right.
So, I think that something maybe along that line might happen. Even if it doesn't, I'm sure Lex will find a way that it'll make her plans for this inoperable.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that it's going... She's gonna turn back to, Supergirl.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I tried this, and I did become Lex.
Right.
A version of him.
Became the one thing she didn't want to become.
Right. Like, I think that her failure with this will show her that. And because like she said, you know, like, when you saw the red sun, you didn't see humanity's death, you saw its salvation.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it would die, you didn't see that.
Right.
You saw its salvation from Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here you have suppressing emotion, which when you suppress emotion, it's not good for your body.
No.
And like, there's so many adverse reactions, like
mm-hmm.
gaining weight, heart problems, like depression. There's so many like
right.
issues. It's easier for your body to get sick.
Mm.
It's easier for everything. Like, and then you'll just explode on the world when it not actually explode.
Yeah.
Unless there's something chemically wrong with your body makeup.
Mm-hmm. Not physically explode, but just, you know.
Right. But like, just go on a rampage.
Right.
Like, what if these people that she cured get released and then they go psychotic because of the side effect?
Right.
Like, they
That's
weren't bad before.
Yeah.
But now they're worse.
Yeah, and that's all on her.
Right. I mean, they're criminals, the highest criminals
mm-hmm.
anyways, and they all volunteer, so technically, like, people don't really care.
Yeah.
You know? But they care about what they do out in public.
Oh, yeah. Because they can harm people.
Yeah. Like, you know, like, there's gonna be repercussions, and yeah, I mean, Lena will face backlash, but even though Kara's turned her back on her for this, the moment that Lena needs her, she'll be right there with her.
Yeah.
I have no doubt, whether or not Lena wants her there, she will be there for her.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually Lena will grow. This is an entire emotional story arc for Lena. This is all a growing experience for her. And I have complete faith she will come out the other side on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Lex came out the other side under it and evil.
He's always evil, though.
Yeah.
He's never...
Right, but, you know, I'm sure there was one moment in time when he had a choice to make. And the choice he chose turn him down this path.
Yeah.
I think that the end of this experiment, when it fails, will be Lena's defining moment.
Yeah.
Which path she takes will define her future. And I'm hoping, and, you know, like, I'm pretty sure she will choose the better path.
Let's hope so.
Because, I mean, her whole thing is, I'm not Lex.
Yeah.
And so she's not going to voluntarily go down the path of Lex. She will go down her own path.
Yeah.
And she's, like, and so she won't be evil. You know? She won't be the bad guy. I still don't see her as the bad guy.
Yeah.
You know? She's attempting something with technology. It's not agreeable, and it's something I wish she wouldn't do. Just like Kara, but, like...
Yeah, but she has to figure it out on her own.
Yeah.
She can't just not do it without knowing what's going to happen. She has to experience it. She has to, like, go through it and be like, you know, like, hope that it'll work. And then when it doesn't, she'll understand and she'll see, and it'll change her, her outlook and her ways of what she does.
Yep. And I can't wait to see where she goes from here. Just like with Nia.
Yeah.
Besides Alex, they're my two favorite people.
Yeah. They're awesome.
Yes.
And, like, Brainy, what about Brainy? Like, did he really do anything super...
Well, I didn't think he could recall one of the Brainies and talk to them.
Yeah.
But he did. So, I mean, that was cool.
Yeah.
Kind of wish he called on his sister.
Me too. I was like, wait, he could see them again? Like, he could see one of the Brainies? But,
like, I understand, you know.
Yeah.
It's easier to pay the same guy than it is to fly someone in and pay them.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll probably see her again.
Probably. At some point.
Yeah. Probably after they defeat the Leviathan.
The Leviathan. So, Andrea took out that amulet again, right? From the safe?
Yeah, but that was after she activated her powers.
Okay.
She took it out because she remembered the myth behind it. That it can control shadows.
Okay.
And so she's like, but I'm controlling shadows. So, it's because I own it?
Yeah.
So then she took it out to study it, and then she got shadowfied, and we don't know what happened. Yes. But she can't just put on a mask and call herself Shadow. That name's been taken.
Yes.
R.I.P. Shadow. I didn't do a full salute or any formal salute because, you know, not really, you know, military or anything.
Right.
But, you know, respect. Tear. Shadow. Tear. So.
Yeah.
Yes. She died on Lian Yu.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask, I was like, is it from Arrow?
Yeah.
I was right!
She was the girl that, they both fell in love with, Slade and Oliver.
Oh, okay.
On the island.
Nice.
Yeah. His master's, one of the daughters. Yeah. She had a twin. That we met, earlier.
Shadow! That just makes me think of, Homeward Bound.
Yes.
Shadow, no! Shadow! And then you see him limping up the hill all slowly, and you're just like, yay!
Right? The mud over his paws, and he's like,
Like, you don't think he's gonna come, and you're just, like, waiting
he's
there.
so old, and he fell. Yeah. And you're like, he's not getting out of that hole.
And you're like, that moment when you're just, that anticipation of waiting for him to come up the hill. And then he does, and you just have, like, so much joy because he made it.
No matter how many times I watched that movie.
I love it.
No matter how many times, it still gets to me.
Yes.
I love the talking version.
Like, I remember when I was a kid and I would watch it. And
I watched both versions.
I mean, I've seen both of... Oh, wait, what?
There's a version of it.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's called something slightly different, but it's got Chance, Shadow, and...
Sassy.
Yeah, Sassy. But they don't talk.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah.
I've only seen the talking one.
Yeah, they do still get lost, but it's different, and they're not, like, they don't belong to kids, like their owners, like this guy, he's a psychiatrist or something.
Yeah.
And he lives in the hills, and then they go exploring and get lost.
Yeah, I mean, it's been, like, a while since I saw it again.
I probably haven't seen it in a decade.
Like, it was on, like, maybe 6 years ago on TV or something, and I was, like, off from school because it was, like, a holiday, and I watched it, and that was the last time I saw it.
It's been over a decade for me.
So, but before that, it had been, like, forever.
Right. I used to be so obsessed with
yeah.
them. I hated Chance. I found Chance annoying.
I didn't care for Chance, but I liked that he was voiced by Michael J. Fox.
I love Sassy.
Yeah, Sassy's cute.
She's so sassy.
But, yeah, like, I just remember, like, as a kid when I would watch it, and I would just be sitting there waiting, and it's like, Shadow! Shadow!
Right?
Like, you're feeling it with him. Because like, it's his dog, and everybody else, his other siblings have gotten their pets, and like...
And their pets are younger.
Yeah, and he just wants Shadow to come back.
Yeah.
Oh!
You're like... You see him,
My
and then
heart.
even though you know that the dog is just over the hill, you're like, in his mind, like, your dog is so much older than the others.
Man,
he didn't make it. Oh my gosh, he's dead somewhere out there.
And
the other two survived.
It literally feels like it takes forever.
Yeah.
Like, that anticipation, and then you see him slowly walking, and you're just like, Shadow!
He's limping. I think it was his front left.
Yeah, his paw, yeah.
Was it his front left or front right?
I don't even know.
So covered in fresh mud.
Yeah, because he got stuck underneath that, like, train thing or whatever. Like, was it a railroad or, like, a well or something?
It was a well.
Okay.
It was an old well, and he was getting, I think he got Chance out.
Yeah.
And the only way he could get Chance out was to get trapped himself.
Yeah. And Chance wanted to try to help him, and he's just like, leave me. You know? And you're like, no!
Yeah, and then, like, because the last time you see it, he's given up, and he's, like, laying down in the mud, preparing to just wait out his
do
death.
not think he's going to come back. And then when he does, you're just so happy. Like, that moment of pure joy. He has his dog back. Like, oh my gosh, my heart.
Yeah.
The feels, man. All the feels.
But yeah, Shadow.
Sorry for that rant.
Right? I wonder what she would name herself.
I don't know.
That would be interesting. I would be interested. And I would hope she'd be a hero. But yeah.
I don't know what else.
I think we covered it.
Pretty much. So next week is the Nia-centric one.
Yes.
And then tomorrow is the season finale of Black Lightning.
Yay!
Yay!
For you guys to know, we will be announcing it officially tomorrow night.
Y'all.
But, you know, since this is the week of Black Lightning's finale, I think maybe we should announce it early.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's Black Lightning finale will be our last Black Lightning review.
It's not that we don't like the show. We like the show.
We like the show so much.
We just would rather watch it than have to pick out details to review it.
Yeah, like
we would rather it be one of those things that we don't have to feel obligated to watch. Like, we can still watch it and, like, you know, see the episodes and, you know, enjoy it and everything. But when you review it, you have to be obligated to see it. Like, you have to watch it because you're going to review it.
Yeah.
So when you're not doing that, you can watch it whenever you are able to watch it.
Right.
and you don't feel that pressure.
Right. I mean, for all the other shows, we enjoy watching them. We enjoy reviewing them.
And we've been doing them since, like, not since the beginning, but...
Well, we've been doing The Flash since it's season 1.
Yeah, but we just did a whole culmination video of the first season, right? Or did we start with season 1?
We started
with
season 1.
Okay.
Because we were doing Arrow.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Gosh, that was so long ago.
Yeah.
With Supergirl, we started with season 2, though.
Yeah, because it was on a different channel.
Yeah.
And we didn't think they were going to cross over.
No.
So.
But, I mean, it was inevitable.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so, I mean, with season 4, like, of course, I'm happy it's getting another season, and we'll watch it for sure. But, like, it's just easier to not have to review it.
Yeah. And a lot of that is because we love the characters. I love the characters. I do. But when you have to review it, you have to look at a show differently than you would if you're just sitting there to enjoy it.
You do.
And for me, that means I'm a very character-centric person, and if I'm reviewing something, it's going to be a character-driven review.
Right. And if they do something you don't like, you're going to talk about that.
Well, I'm not just going to talk about the thing they did that I didn't like.
Yeah.
Like, I don't just talk about the fact that I don't like Jefferson, or this is the reason this week that I don't like Jefferson.
Right.
Like, I talk about, like, no, this is a culmination of reasons why I don't like Jefferson.
Right.
And this is probably why this happened.
Yeah.
And this is the underlying issue with his daughters that make this happen with them, and his negative, you know,
right.
like...
And I mean, you'd still feel that way even if you were watching it not to review it.
Right.
Because if he does something that you don't like, you're going to be like, well, that was dumb. Why the hell did you do that?
Right, but I wouldn't have to focus on it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't focus on it, but when I sit down to talk about it, I have to, like, think about it. You have to think critically about it.
And I mean...
I would rather enjoy it for what it is than...
Because, like, when you have to focus on the negative part of it, and that's all you really talk about in the review, it takes away from your enjoyment of the show.
Yeah. I mean, we do talk about, like, the happy stuff, too. And the great stuff. But
what I mean is, like, when the review is primarily a rant, it takes away from that.
Yeah. It's one of the reasons why we stopped doing Once Upon a Time. It just became a massive rant.
It did. Because we hated Emma and Hook so much that we're just like, this is pointless. And they kept ruining all the other characters, so we were like, what's the point?
Only character they didn't ruin was Regina.
Yeah. But they took Robin away from her.
Yeah, but that didn't ruin her character.
No. But still.
Yeah.
We can't have nice things, apparently.
No.
They even screwed up Rumple's character.
They did.
So, like, all we really had to talk about was just how much we hated everything they were doing instead of the things that we liked about it.
And, I thoroughly, truly cannot wait for next season's Black Lightning. But we will not be reviewing it.
Yeah. And I think it'll just be easier, too, because it's one less show we have to worry about.
Yeah.
Like, because we're already doing, like, The Flash, Supergirl, Legends, and, you know, or those 3, but...
Yeah, those are the other 3 that we're doing besides Black Lightning.
Yeah.
But that's 4 days in a row.
No, it's 3 days in a row.
3 days in a row.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Right. Yeah, 3 days in a row. Every night. Late nights.
Yeah.
And something had to give, and it had...
Because, I mean, we're not going to stop doing the other ones, because we've been doing those longer, and we like those. And we like talking about them.
Yeah, and even though there's not ever really much to talk about for Legends, it's fun, it's energetic.
Yeah.
Like, you see the difference in me every time we talk about Legends.
Because, I mean, there's things that we can take from Black Lightning and that we talk about, but for the most part, like, the reviews aren't as, like, fun and enjoyable as the other shows are.
No. And I don't want us to feel like this is like YouTube's an obligation because it's something we do for fun.
Yeah.
And so if we're not enjoying something the way we used to, then something about it has to change.
Right.
And the something about the superhero shows that has to change is Black Lightning. So, yeah.
I mean, I know you guys like one person really wanted us to do it, and they don't even really comment on our reviews anymore anyway. So we did for 2 seasons.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, and they're usually really short reviews because we don't always have stuff to talk about with them as much. I mean, we do, but we don't.
Yeah.
Like,
because we don't know, like, she knows less about the superheroes than I do, and I know nothing about Black Lightning.
Yeah.
So we're both in that one completely blind.
I mean, when we do, like, we'll talk about it when there's a crossover. Because now that he's a part of that universe and the other heroes are a part of it, like, we're gonna see Black Lightning in the other crossovers from here on out.
Just like with Batwoman.
Yeah, so we will talk about it when he's a part of those, or, like, the other people from Black Lightning, like Jen or Anissa or whatever.
Right. We'll, like, during the yearly crossovers, we'll do an episode, we'll do a review for that episode of Black Lightning, but...
Yeah, but, like,
after tomorrow night, those will be the only times you'll get a Black Lightning review.
Yeah. Because, I mean, we stopped Legends for a while, and then we went back to doing that, right? Like, you were doing it by yourself for a while. And then, like, we started doing it together again.
Yeah.
Because I had to get caught up, for one thing. But, like, still.
Yep.
So... And I think just having the 3 right now is good, just because, like, of our schedules and, like, how things are. Like, I think that Flash, Supergirl, and Legends are, you know, are good.
Yep.
And I'll probably, like I said, I'll probably do something for the series finale of Supernatural. Because it's Supernatural, and we did that for a while when we started. So... It
was... one of our first 3 shows.
Yeah, it was. So I feel like I need to do something for the end.
Yeah.
But
I might be in that video.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, we just wanted to give you guys a heads up. If you want to see us review Black Lightning, tomorrow night's review will be your final chance.
Yes.
I mean, we're not going to take down any of the videos, so you can always go back and watch them.
Be there. We're just not going to do any more after this season.
Right. I mean, if something huge, like fundamentally huge to the whole concept of all the shows happens, or something that we deem that important, then we might make a video for that,
or a video or something.
Talk about it in the Flash or Legend review the night after.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you might sometimes see, like, some live tweets from Black Lightning, like, in the next season, but that's all you'll see in terms of, like, review as I'm watching it, or as we're watching it, because, like, you know, like we've said. But, I mean, I try to tweet on there when I can, but it's hard for me to live tweet, because I don't want to miss anything that I'm watching.
Yeah.
So... I usually try to, like, tweet when ads are on.
But when you live tweet, it's also the things that we're reviewing. So this will be different.
It will
because it won't be a show we'll be reviewing.
Yeah. But I mean, even if I do that, because sometimes I forget.
Yeah.
But yeah, since we won't be reviewing it, if I talk about it, it will be on Twitter.
But so far this year, that's the only show we're cutting. We still plan on doing The Outpost and Winona.
Yeah.
So nothing's changing for our summer schedule.
And The Outpost season 3 will probably be in the summer again, and I'm assuming. Because that's their summer show.
Winona.
Yeah, and Winona probably. Winona will probably be fall. Like, if it's summer, it probably won't be till around, like, August.
Yeah.
Because they're currently filming it right now. So I'm assuming it's probably going to be a fall air date this time.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
So yeah, those shows aren't changing. Nothing in our lineup besides Black Lightning.
Yeah. And see, the thing with those is, like, they're not on during the normal
Yeah.
seasons of the other shows, so it's not going to really interfere with anything for us.
I just wanted to put that out there, that the only thing that's changing will be Black Lightning.
Yeah.
As far as we know currently.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to stop doing the Flash.
No, I'm just saying, so far the only change to the lineup, like whether or not we add something or take something else away, currently the only change we are making to the lineup for the entire year will be Black Lightning.
Yeah, it'll just be weird because, like, it was a consistent 3-day in a row thing for shows, and now it'll be, like, Sunday, Tuesday. So it's, like, weird.
Yes.
But Mondays can be Doctor Who.
Yeah. Or I get to sleep in before at work.
Yeah.
Like, either way. Both or either way.
We watch Doctor Who when we have the time to watch Doctor Who.
She's almost caught up. 2.5 seasons left.
Although probably after season 10, I don't know if I want to see season 11 right away.
Especially because 12 was decent.
12 was better. I mean, at least from what I know.
12
about
was
season
definitely
11.
Better.
Yeah. I mean, I do want to see the Rosa episode, and I do want to see, you know, the Punjab one. The Demons of Punjab, but, like, other than that, I don't really care.
No.
Like, and the first one, the premiere.
Yeah.
When we first meet her. But, like, other than that,
the first one, the Rosa and the Demons of Punjab are the only good ones.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
And I also might not want to see it right away either because of depending on how I feel about Capaldi's end. Because if that affects me a lot, I would actually be okay with taking a break, because with the other two Doctors I wanted to continue watching. But since I know what happens in season 11, I can, like, be okay with being like, yeah, I still want to obviously get caught up.
Right.
But I can, like, wait a little bit. So.
Yeah. And once she's caught up, or once she's done with season 10, once she's done with that, or once she's all caught up, whichever way happens first.
Yeah.
Then we will continue watching Justice League.
Yay!
And
I've had that disc for so long.
Yeah. And so she will continue to learn more about our amazing DC universe.
Jean, I love Jean on Justice League.
Right? He's amazing.
He's my favorite. Well, him and Wonder Woman. And I like them all.
I can't wait until we get to the Hot Girl storyline.
I like Hot Girl too. But of the women, I like Wonder Woman. Because I know more about her.
Yeah.
I don't know as much about Hawk Girl. So, but I think she's cool. And I like her.
Yeah.
But, I mean, and of course I like the Flash. But that Barry's very flirty.
Is he Barry, though?
That Flash is very flirty.
Yeah.
So,
and
Superman and Batman, whatever. I like them, but I'm not like, oh my gosh, you know.
Yeah.
For me, it's mainly like, I like Jon Stewart. I like Jean. I like Diana. And Hawk Girl.
Yeah.
I feel like when I say Hawk Girl, it sounds like Hot Girl.
Right.
So I say it Hawk Girl. Slower.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't want to say it together because it sounds weird.
Right. You know, when you said it sounds like Hot Girl, that just reminded me that I saw, like, I was driving the other day. I know we're completely off topic, guys, but I was driving the other day, and there were all these cop cars lined out, right?
Okay.
Yeah, they were at an apartment complex.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Somebody's in trouble.
Down Tully.
Oh,
they
wow.
were all, like, leaving.
Oh, wow.
But there was this one car along the side of the road, and, like, you can tell the person was, like, doing some work or whatever. I glanced over, and oh my gosh, this woman was so fine, right? I was like, oh my gosh, is Officer hot? Like, I mean, she wasn't a redhead, but I was fine with that. I was like, oh my gosh, Winona has come to life. Officer Hot is real.
I always think redheads are so pretty.
I don't.
Like, I watch Outlander, not all redheads, but like, I watch Outlander and I'm on season 4. And like, Claire and Jamie's, yeah, they have a daughter.
I'm not that far yet.
I know, sorry, spoilers.
Oh, it's fine. I figured.
But anyway, her name is Brianna.
I just watched them have fun for the first time, so.
Yeah. Her name is Brianna, and she has really pretty red hair. Like, I was watching the episode on Thursday, and I'm like, she's so pretty.
Yeah.
So.
There are some really attractive redheads. I'm not saying there's not.
Yeah.
But I've yet to meet them, like, in reality.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So.
Same.
Anyways,
yeah.
Amazing Supergirl episode. But I feel like a lot of what we said tonight did need to be said.
Yeah.
And we will reiterate the Black Lightning stuff at the end of Black Lightning, or at some point during Black Lightning.
Or I can just edit it and put this at the end of that video tomorrow.
As well. Okay. Anyways, whatever happens, happens. So, until next time,
love yourself and be happy.